That was but Cavante. The Commanders get it done on Monday Night Football, my brother, with a victory over the Cincinnati Bengals, making them 0-3, which helps out the Ravens. 38-33, move to 2-1. And you know what? Since we're feeling good and they got the win, baby, it's only right. Those haters can't stand us. Left hand Commanders, fight for RDC. Who are we? Commanders. How you feeling, Karan?
I feel good, man. I like surprises like this. Jayden Daniels looks as advertised. Dre said it earlier, man. When you got your guy, my God, this how y'all feel all the time? Like, this is crazy. He is as advertised, and his completion percentage is just keeps getting crazier, and it's not like he's dinking and dunking. He's throwing the ball down the field. He has two really great passes to Terry McLaurin, and the last one being a touchdown that he just dropped right in the bread basket. And I'm like, I have a quarterback. This is crazy. Running game, looking amazing. Hopefully Austin Eckler is okay.
Mark.
So yeah, I'm hoping Austin Eckler is okay, because the tandem between him and Brian Robinson is really, really good. Offensive line, I've been beating the table like, oh my gosh, I'm concerned about my offensive line, and they did decent. They did fairly decent. Jayden Daniels, it's only week 3. He's looking wildly comfortable. He's continued to progress every week. And what a time to come out on Monday night. You could come out on prime time, baby. Just come out and do your thing. And I'm loving what I'm seeing with his progression. And it looked like Cliff Kingsbury's calling a hell of a game. A hell of an offensive game. And it looks like the defense is behind. Yeah, the defense has some catching up to do. I didn't pick them to win because I thought this secondary, well, not thought, the secondary is bad. The secondary is very, very, very trash. Like, I saw, well, not I bet Byron. I bet that Chase Young would score a touchdown, and he scored in like the first 3 minutes. So I was like, oh boy, here we go. Bengals up 7-0, and they may not look back. And then here we come, running the football. And here we come, running the football again. Oh, wait, one more. Running the football again. Our first 3 touchdowns were all rushing touchdowns. Both our running backs and our quarterback all got, rushing touchdowns. And then it's like, oh, snap. Well, Jayden Daniels does play a little quarterback. So why not throw a couple? You know what I'm saying? And he looks really, 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 really good, man. And he looks like, granted, it's still early, but he looks like the best quarterback prospect of the 2024 NFL draft. And this was a great time and a great game for his coming out party. And I am very, very, very happy. Very happy to see it. Still concerned about our secondary. The offensive line seems to be getting better as they play more games together, but I am thoroughly excited and happy moving forward. We got the Cardinals next week, so that's going to be entertaining and fun to watch. And so I feel better about that. What was it? Byron, was 6.5 or 7.5 of games that we
I think it was 7.5.
Set 7.5. Okay, yeah, because eight sounds about right for the over. We're getting closer to that over, but y'all all know who I want to beat. Y'all all know who I want to beat. I want that game. If I got to pick one game, I want that game in Dallas. I want Jayden Daniels to go to Dallas. Like I told y'all, AT&T Stadium and Madison Square Garden are the same place. People go there to show out. That's not a home. That's not a home court, and that's not home field for real. People go there to show out because those are big name places and big name teams and big name cornerstones for their respective leagues. You go there to show out. That's what you do. RG3, his first game in Dallas was crazy. Man. That's what I want to see when we play Dallas. When we played Dallas that first time, I think we played them the week before their Thanksgiving game. I think we played them the Sunday, and then they played us the Sunday, and then I think they played Thursday for Thanksgiving. But that's the game I want. And of course, if we could stick it to the Eagles too, like we always do, that'll be great as well. But I'm liking what I'm saying, guys. I'm thoroughly happy. I'm excited moving forward for Jayden Daniels. I'm not even saying we're gonna make the playoffs or do nothing crazy, but I like what I'm seeing from Jayden Daniels, and it says a lot about a team that's taking care of their quarterback and him and their quarterback being able to progress. It says a lot about the organization. So my organization is finally moving in a positive direction after 30 years of goofiness. So and it shows in the development of our young quarterback Jayden Daniels. So I feel good. I feel good, guys. I feel good moving forward.
Cavante, January 5th, week 17 or week 18, excuse me. Commanders at Cowboys. Could this be a win and in scenario for young Jayden Daniels and the Commanders? Wouldn't that be something?
Would that be something? Wait. The last game is not our home game? That's at Dallas?
Yes, sir. January 5th.
Oh, snap. So that means the first game we play is going to be
Thanksgiving. Is that Thanksgiving? 11/24? Is that Thanksgiving, everybody? Somebody let me know. I don't know the dates, but 11/24 sounds like.
Is it 11/24, 11/28?
Okay. So it might be the Sunday before.
Yeah, I think, because we
don't Thanksgiving's the 28th.
Yeah, okay. we don't play them on Thanksgiving. So it's got to be the Sunday before. So that game is actually in Landover. Is that what we're saying?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Usually it's the reverse. Usually that last game is usually a home game. But wow. Okay. Well, that's the game I want then. That last game of the season, that's the game I want.
At Saints versus Eagles versus Falcons at Cowboys to end the season. So that will determine you guys' fate.
That last four is a crazy stretch. So I mean, we'll see, but as long as he keeps progressing and we putting up points, because that's the name of the game. You find a way to put up points, you could be in any game. Us putting up 38. I hope this is not an anomaly. I'm hoping this can be the norm, and we could be consistently putting up points and in the high 20s to 30s, because that's what you need at this point to win, especially when you play elite level quarterbacks.
Let us go around the NFL and get those not so game ball, and get to those picks. We're already heading to week 4. Thursday, we started out with the Jets over the Patriots 24-3. No surprise there. On Sunday, let's move to the action. As our boy Dylan just said, Giants get their first win over the Browns 21-15. Malik Willis gets revenge against the Titans 30-14. 2-0 without Jordan Love, Raj, and they can still wait till he's ready. He's 100% healthy. Great job there by them. Colts, Mark, where you at? Get their first win 21-16 over the Bears. Also, don't forget Jayden Daniels and Caleb Williams will match up on October 27th. So that will be a game to watch as well.
Be a fun one.
Don't look now, but the Vikings. Jesse, where you at, brother? 3-0 CJ.
AJ.
All the J's, yo.
34-7. CJ Stroud, maybe the worst game of his young career with a lot of interceptions. Eagles held on. I picked them to win 15-12. Really no quarter. Like Ross said yesterday, scored all the points in the fourth quarter. They walk away with the win 15-12 over the Saints. No charges. Told you guys, Steelers, man, 3-0, 20. I mean, Justin Fields, he's looking like the guy we kind of thought he'd be when he was drafted, Cavante.
Getting better and better every week, man.
Indeed.
And that Steelers defense is number one in the league for obvious reasons.
He has an offensive coordinator that's believing in him and giving him an offense that fits.
And Cavante, and I said this to Raj, I think yesterday. All of their offensive linemen are good, and they're all young on rookie deals, Cavante. Remember scouting all those guys, and look at them on the Steelers now.
For sure. Our guy just got hurt though. The right tackle.
Is it Fashani? I think Fashani.
Yeah, Troy.
Yeah,
he just got hurt, so that stings a little bit. But you're right. These are guys that we've all scouted between us and disqualified opinions. We was putting in a lot of work, going looking after these offensive linemen, and the Steelers they finally got that a cohesive unit. So this is good. This is good for the Steelers.
The thing they were missing was the quarterback, and the way he's playing along with that defense. We were saying about the Ravens, years ago, with saying how if you could just have the defense, if they could just have the quarterback, and right now it seems to be going well for Pittsburgh.
Dre, your boy Bo Nix, man, he is doing his thing. Raj, I know you like Bo Nix as well. Broncos, Sean Payton's first win as a Broncos coach in September. Let that sink in, guys.
That's a damn shame, man.
Yeah, so Bo Nix, though, doing his thing. I know we talk about Jayden and Caleb, but Bo Nix is earning his keep out there in Denver. Now, I don't get this one. The Ravens lost last week to the Raiders. And then my boy Richard Cunningham, Andy Dalton, if you're new to the program, comes back and Bryce Young gets benched. And they beat the hell out of the damn Raiders.
It's crazy. I feel bad for Bryce Young, man.
Nah, he's having a rough go at it. He's definitely having a rough go at it.
Because I'm like, bro, I can't defend that.
Yeah. So the Raiders lose to the Panthers. They get their first win. Skylar Thompson, no deal. Mike McDonald is 3-0, Raj, with those Seahawks. I know you love to see that.
I mean, my fantasy team doesn't like to see that because I got Tyreek Hill, and he did absolutely nothing. So, yeah.
Speaking of quarterbacks, the Dolphins may be looking for one. Tua is on IR, so he has to miss 4 games. So we'll probably get a decision after these 4 games what he will do with his future. So we'll see. He was on the sideline yesterday, so I guess he's okay. Ravens over the Cowboys 28-25. We talked about it. Go ahead, Dre. Say it. They got the win for my boy Hitty's thoughts, man. They got it done 27-24.
The Rams.
Yes.
What amazing comeback, baby.
Finding a way to win, beating the 49ers, Cavante, are 1-2. All that contract stuff. We said it might start off with a slow start. We all said that.
Indeed. The 49ers have some they have some concerns. Absolutely have some concerns. But Sean McVay, low-key, has had Kyle Shanahan's number, no matter how the teams look. Sean McVay is a hell of a coach, and he's doing the absolute most with a little bit. And this is a divisional game, so those games are always kind of funky. But maybe the 49ers, and maybe just because did Christian McCaffrey play? He's still out, right?
He's on IR.
No George Kittle, no Debo as well.
It seems like with the lack of running game, which is what the 49ers like to do, they are not the same team. Brock Purdy is not going to win you games like that. So and I'm not saying he can't get better, but Kyle Shanahan wants to run the football.
Look, I know we talked about Ayuk deserving his money, Samuel's earning his money, but that bread and butter of that offense is Christian McCaffrey.
Absolutely.
Without Christian McCaffrey, it's not the same team at all.
Absolutely. And I'm looking at Ayuk. I'm looking at Ayuk, and I'm like, yo, you want to order all this money? What's up?
Oh yeah, because their third quarterback was the one who was getting busy yesterday.
Yeah, he's screwing my fantasy team up as well. Damn shame. I picked all these players and they're not playing, or they're not performing, or they're just goofy. All the above.
Yeah, right there. Jawan Jennings. Yo, he was getting busy yesterday, bro. He scored their first two touchdowns.
Clearly. And got
Ayuk
3.
only had 48 yards, but I think Purdy did miss him on one throw. He was open, but nonetheless, only 48 yards. You're getting paid all that money. You got to do something better than that. Let's get back to the scores here. The Lions did beat the Cardinals, I believe, 20-13?
20-13.
If I remember the score correctly. Let me
it was 20-13.
verify that.
The Lions won.
Yep, 20-13. Yep, biting kneecaps.
Bounce back. Good bounce back. I definitely reached on this one.
No, I honestly, I don't think you've reached. I mean, the way that Arizona's been playing and been able to run the football, something that, dating back to even last year when I recall the Cardinals beating Dallas with that run game, and now you see the addition of Marvin Harrison over there. Kyler Murray looks like he's healthy and back to being himself. So I don't think it's a reach, but it's just that Detroit was just a better team.
Tribal Chiefs, I mean, what's new? Patrick Mahomes has the most wins in his first 100 games passing Tom Brady and Roger Staubach with 77. The Chiefs are 3-0, and Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce aren't even playing that well, but Rashee Rice is the number one receiver. He's balling out.
He went from being who to now he's that guy. But I mean, an egregious missed call.
No,
helping the Tribal
Chiefs. No,
is
it's not even that. His ass should not be playing, period, because he got into a fender bender in the off season, and they never suspended his ass. So yeah, he's out there playing, scot free at this moment. Jam, yes, jam, literally jam.
Jam.
Yeah. So shout out to the Chiefs for getting over as always.
They're the new Patriots right now.
Oh, jam.
Yeah. That seems to be that seems to be them, like the Patriots. They're looking like the old school Patriots. They're getting all the calls. If it's even, that means it's a little over to the Chiefs or a little over to the Patriots.
Break out your whooping sticks.
What's his comment? Mark.
Hey, yo.
Clearly he is.
Hey.
There was an ass whooping on Monday night. We had a double hitter. The Jaguars, they bought the belts out. They beat up the Jaguars. They beat up Tony Khan. They beat up Shad Khan. 47-10. They couldn't even switch the other programming because it's the only game on the network right now. But my goodness. The Jaguars, man. Trevor Lawrence.
They paid Fabio all that money for this.
We go have to get into that conversation.
I said this before. We need to have a conversation about Trevor Lawrence. We need to have a conversation. Maybe not now, but soon.
We go.
This is year 3.
Yes.
Or year 4?
No, it's year 4, I think.
Oh, so it's got to be. So it's not year 4 because he got the extension.
Yeah. So this is 4. Like this is currently 4. So typically we give it. Well, let the media tell it, but we typically give 3 years to judge a draft, but we be judging drafts a year after sometimes. But I think 3 years is a good sample size. Trevor Lawrence is not. He doesn't seem like he's it, and he seemed like he was a perfect prospect, damn near coming out of Clemson, like John Elway, Andrew Luck, perfect as a prospect, and he is just. And granted, year one, we'll give him that with Urban Liar.
Lay off the Urban Liar, man.
We'll
he
give
was a liar. That's why
we'll give him that. But my gosh, with Doug Peterson, things supposed to get better, and.
He out of there. He getting fired.
Dang.
He's got to go because they going to definitely say it's the head coach before the quarterback. Which is a shame.
But that is a conversation that needs to be had about Fabio, especially now that he's like the 3rd highest paid quarterback or something like that.
Go ahead, Raj. Game ball, not so game ball. While you get your laughs.
The market's on fire, man. That shit is hilarious. My game ball has to go to Derrick Henry, man. My goodness, bro. He stiff armed the hell out of that one Cowboy player, bro. I was like, God, yes, son of a bitch. Yes, this is exactly what I was thinking too. All meat, man. Like he was throwing niggas, he was stiff arming dudes. That shit was hilarious, bro. I was in the stadium cracking up. I was like, no, he is not. Literally throwing dudes left and right, whooping ass out there. A monster among men. Yes, Bo Derrick Henry gets my game ball. Derrick. The dogs was barking. And they was playing, you know, the funny thing was they was playing Michael Irvin in the first and fourth quarter of that game too. He was talking that goofiness as always. But yeah, man, Bo Derrick Henry was awesome yesterday in his full potential of what he could be with this team.
Yeah. Can I add this real quick, Raj? Since you're talking about Derrick Henry, I don't know if you were listening to the announcers, but this man's diet is insane.
Yes, he puts about $250,000 in his body. I think
$250,000 into his body. No gluten, no artificial sugars.
Yes,
no dairy, no fried food.
Right,
and he eats either some type of avocado or banana on game day until after the game is when he really eats a big meal.
Yes. He eats the offense. That's what he eats. That's
I'm like, dude, how are you that big and you don't partake in none of that? It's insane.
I mean that's what he does, bro. He's just big. He's just a big dude who's big just to be big. Just to be big and have braids. But yeah, like I said before, he gets my game ball for being big and throwing niggas around, because that's what he does for a living. But my not so game ball, it has to go to it has to go to Trevor Lawrence and them boys tonight, man. My God, I didn't even watch the game, but every time I looked up, like the score just kept going up and up and up. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Then I tune in and I'm like, oh, this is what's happening. It's just Josh Allen is just going crazy right now, and y'all can't really do anything to stop them. As D said, it looked like AEW on Wednesday nights.
Damn shame.
Which is god awful. But yeah, they get my not so game ball, man. I think the Jaguars are done as a whole team at this point. They need to rebuild this whole thing, blow it up. I'm not gonna say get rid of Trevor Lawrence just yet because they just gave him his contract. But yeah, the help around them is not what it's supposed to be. And judging from what they was a couple years ago, when they were pretty much like contenders, now they just getting their asses kicked. Seem like every week. So yeah, pretty bad in Jackson.
Go ahead, Jersey Dre. Oh, real quick, DeMar Hamlin, first career interception apropos happens on Monday night, the same night where he went into cardiac arrest. And ironically, the Bengals also playing at the same time, the team he had the incident against. So funny how that worked out.
Yeah, and before you go, Dre, it is funny because now the Jaguars are in cardiac arrest. But whatever.
Wow.
Go ahead, Dre. Go ahead, my good fella. Good
Look, Tony.
I don't know how you follow that, but so my I'm gonna say my not so game ball has got to go to Vegas, because I don't understand how you have this big win against Baltimore last week, and then this week, it's like I don't know what they were doing out there, but and so which reverts me to my game ball to Carolina, because shout out to you for getting your first and only win of the season, but
you saying it's gonna be the only one?
Listen. Everybody usually in the NFL usually gets one. You're not gonna normally see a 0-16 season outside the Browns and the Lions, two losing organizations. But Carolina, you were very close. I was kind of rooting for it, but it is what it is. But this is it. They're gonna be one and done. They ain't winning nothing else. I don't care who they play. They could play the Giants, and I bet you that they would find a way to lose that football game. This organization is the worst one out of all of them. I mean, we got some other ones that have some questions, but this one is by far the worst. They just top to bottom, from the owner down. It's just horrible. I hope Bryce Young does get up out of there. And everybody keeps talking about Bryce Young going to the Dolphins. I would love to see that. If I know it's some controversy there, but hey, you got a head coach who loves to groom and get quarterbacks on right, and you see what he was able to do with Tua. I think he could do that with Bryce Young. And Bryce Young just needs a fresh start, similar to Justin Fields. You get a fresh Baker Mayfield is another one that comes to mind. You get a fresh start and a coach that believes in you. Sky's the limit.
Sam Darnold too.
Oh, yeah.
And speaking of great coaching, Kevin O'Connell from the Sean McVay, Shanahan tree, another good coach, man. Coaching matters, guys. Go ahead, Cravante. Start low and high.
And what organization did he come from? Or did they come from?
Raheem Morris too, Cravante. Let's add him in.
Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, Kevin O'Connell, Matt LaFleur, all doing pretty well, in the
Raheem
NFL.
Morris.
And of course Raheem Morris, all from my organization at one point in time. And I think three of them was there at the same time, if I'm not mistaken, when Kyle Shanahan was the OC. Sean McVay was a tight ends coach, and O'Connell, I think, was the quarterback. He was helping. He was helping with something. But my gosh, man, that sucked to continue to see their success. It's like, goddamn, we had them. We definitely had them. But Dre, you talk about bad organizations. Oh gosh.
Hey yo, happy days are here again.
Sunday, Monday, happy days.
Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days.
Thursday, Friday, happy days. Saturday, what a day.
Come on, Cravante.
No. Oh,
Hey man, we can still use this gag, man. It might not be around much longer.
Right. I know a thing or two about bad organizations and being bad from the owner down. And that is definitely the Panthers right now. And you can see in their terrible handling of Bryce Young. Dre, you was talking about you wrote off the names of other quarterbacks that had fresh starts. We never seen one get one this fast. We're talking like 19 games, and it's like, yeah, I'm done. And which he should be done, and he should want out. I don't know if he can you request a trade at this early in your career? I mean, I'm sure you can, but
I mean,
I wouldn't do that.
You can't.
It wouldn't surprise me with today's athletes.
But anyway, not so game ball. I mean, how do you not give it to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for just not getting off the bus? Denver came cross country and delivered a severe whooping on Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay just didn't get out of bed. They didn't get off the bus, didn't get out of bed, whatever you want to call it.
They stay in Detroit, bro.
They right. they never made it back from Detroit. But Denver jumped on them, and Tampa Bay just never recovered, never fought back. And Bo Nix was out there looking like the second coming, and they were never in the game. They only put up 7 points.
7 points. Yeah, 26-7 was the score.
So Tampa Bay, just for Todd Bowles, come on, baby, Baker Mayfield got to do better than that. And especially, I'm very surprised Todd Bowles against a rookie quarterback. That's not usually how that goes. But not so game ball. Game ball is going to my guy Jayden Daniels. Again, he continued to progress each week. This was his coming out party. He chose to do it on primetime, to do it against a team that some considered, championship contenders, and he's progressing very well. I think he only had 2 incompletions the whole game, with 23 passes and 2 very nice deep passes to Terry McLaurin. And Terry McLaurin, who had 39 receiving yards going into this game. 39. He got that in one play. Needless to say. 3 total touchdowns, and I think he was 21 of 23. Damn near. I don't know what his passer rate was, but it had to be damn near perfect. Looks like we got a quarterback, guys. Number 2 looks like he's better than number 1, but we'll get into that debate a little bit later.
Thank you for that, Cavante. Let's get to the pick.